Justin Fields is one of the most frustrating quarterbacks in the NFL because the special is there, the arm talent, pinnacle rushing ability, and games that scream potential. But every week the same problems keep showing up. He's holding onto the ball for too long, missing open reads, and playing without confidence. The truth is, if Fields could fix one thing, just one, we would be talking about him in a completely different manner, and that's what we'll be looking at today. While there's more than one issue in Justin Fields' game, the one fix that would change everything is something that is easy to do. A lot of people think the problem with Justin Fields is that his processing is terrible, but that's just too broad of a statement to really get down to what the major issue is. Usually when a quarterback has processing issues, it means he can't read coverages very well. And while I don't think that's a strength in Justin Fields' game, the real problem at the moment, and the one that if he fixed, not only will the Jets not be 1-7, but they will likely be considering him as their quarterback moving forward. That problem is his decision making. Even with decision making, you can split that up into different aspects. Right now we'll focus on first reads and him not trusting what he's looking at, because there will be wide open receivers, but he doesn't throw it to them. Against the Bills, Fields is going to take the snap and look to his left. He has two wide open receivers. You have the tight end Taylor running an out route, and he's very open. Then you have Garrett Wilson running this post, and again he's going to be open. Fields has both these receivers in his vision, and he can see this happening, but for whatever reason he doesn't like what he sees and looks to the right side and sees another open receiver. He doesn't go for that, dances around the pocket before looking back to the left side with nothing really open. At this point though, the protection crumbles. Fields has a guy in his lap, avoids him, and proceeds to get sacked. I don't really know why he didn't at least go for the out route, especially with Garrett Wilson being there. This isn't him not being able to read the coverage, it's him not trusting what he sees. Now against the Panthers, the Jets are calling a very simple, easy play that is exactly what they call an easy button call by the offensive coordinator. All Fields has to do is fake it to the running back, throw the screen, because there's no defender there besides Mike Jackson. That's it. He's being blocked by the receiver. All he has to do is throw it, and then he's like, well, I'm going to keep it. You don't keep. There's no reason to. If there's multiple defenders over there, then you hand it off or keep it for yourself. In this situation though, there's no reason for Fields to do what he does and get sacked for a loss because of it. This is the same game. He's going to look at his first read. He loads up for it and he stops. He doesn't throw the ball. I don't know why, as the receiver is running a comeback route and it's open as day. Mike Jackson is playing with a lot of separation, so there's no way he's going to jump this ball. There's just no reason why he should not have thrown this. Instead, he stops to look somewhere else, and then he gets a defender in his face again. Keep in mind as well, this is second down, and the Jets would have gotten the first down if Fields threw it. It's one thing to look if it's first down already, and what's open is like a short route to nowhere, then it's fine to look elsewhere. But when it's second down and it's right there and it's open, you absolutely take it. Now this coverage is presenting itself as cover 4, but it's going to be cover 3 post snap with a blitz now. This is going to create unblocked pressure, and ultimately Justin Fields gets sacked, which you could say good play by the defense, but here's where he goes wrong. Takes the snap and immediately has his running back open for the first down. It's right there, 3 yards away actually, and the defensive back that was supposed to be blitzing is trying to play catch up to the running back. This is so obvious to throw this when it's 2nd and 3, and Fields doesn't. He just turns the other way and he has a guy in his face. If Justin Fields took these first downs, he would be a lot better quarterback immediately. And you've seen that in some games already, but context matters. At the beginning of the year, the Steelers defense was in complete disarray and Fields had a great game. Miami, with not such a great defense, had some decent production. Dallas was the same way. Again, albeit a very bad defense. And then recently against the Bengals, whose defense is hot garbage. But against the Bills and Broncos, he was awful. And if Jackson Dart, a rookie, is playing significantly better against the Broncos, then there's no excuse for him. And I'll add in there that he was not great against the Panthers either. He only threw for 46 yards and went 6 of 12 before coming out of the game. Let's look at one more play, but it's going to be against the Broncos. Fields is going to take the snap and look to his right. Right away, you have two potential options. You have 83, who's going up against Sertan, and he is off coverage. Though Fields could take the shot at the end zone in spite of this. Now I say take that shot because it's third down. But what you're also seeing at the same time is Garrett Wilson running an out route as a little short of the first down, but you can make it a lot closer, especially with him extending it and maybe going for it on fourth down. What I want to point out here is that it's going to take some anticipation to throw this, but it's not like there's another defender that's going to come sweeping down and intercept this. Like, it's risk-free relatively. Wilson has separation and Fields just needs to throw with the anticipation. What Justin Fields does instead is jump up and try to throw on the running back in a clogged up pocket. Not great given he had time to make the throw from earlier. The thing is, if Justin Fields simply hit his first reads in the right situations and trusted what he is seeing, we would be talking about it in a completely different light. And this all circles back to that one fix: decision making. Because if you hesitate, you hold on to the ball longer, you miss open reads, and you lose confidence. That's exactly what shows up when you look at his time to throw and how long he's been holding on to the ball. But first, if you're enjoying the video, please comment down below and consider hyping the video. There's gonna be two other things in this bucket of decision making that if Justin Fields just got average at, it would be absolute fireworks. And the first thing is how fast he's getting the ball out. In the NFL, a good average time to throw is around 2.6, 2.7 seconds. Justin Fields, on the other hand, is taking a whopping 3.09 seconds to throw on average. Now, if you isolate the games where he's had the most success, his average time to throw is 3.15 seconds. And this was against defenses that were bad, being the Steelers in week 1 specifically, Miami in week 4, Dallas in week 5, and then the Bengals in week 8. But the games he played terribly in, he took 2.95 seconds to throw. These defenses were the Bills, Broncos, and the Panthers, who just aren't that good. When you're facing worse defenses, it is more natural to take more time to throw to find better plays downfield. Fields did that, I guess, with the results not being enough in my opinion. He averaged 7.6 yards per attempt, breaking average in comparison for the other quarterbacks in that time frame. But when he faced good defenses, he was the worst in the NFL at 3 whopping yards per attempt, which was even worse than Dylan Gabriel, who was at 4.9 yards per attempt. That's almost 2 yards more. That's really bad. I understand the Bills and Broncos have good defenses. That doesn't mean you can't pass the ball though, especially in this day and age. There's plenty of opportunities for explosive plays, big time throws, which is a little spoiler into what we dive into very soon. The biggest thing for me for holding onto the ball for too long is that if you're going to do it, then at the very least make some plays. And an argument one can make, and probably will in the comments by now, is that some quarterbacks take a long time to throw and they're good. That's a very fair point to make. The difference though is that they're actually making plays when they hold onto the ball for a long time. Justin Fields isn't. Looking at quarterbacks that are holding onto the ball for a long time, you'll see Drake May, who's holding onto the ball for 3.04 seconds on average, but he's an MVP candidate. Video come out in the near future for that. Jackson Dart, rookie by the way, is holding onto the ball for 2.99 seconds. And he is, despite making mistakes in a worse situation by far, still making a ton of plays. The other guys that are as well, besides Tyrod, who has filled in for Fields a few times. I'm getting a bit negative in Fields here. It's just hard not to when you see the potential is not coming to fruition. Again, he can fix this. There are opportunities there on the film for him to make those throws. And if he took these opportunities, we would have for sure be talking about Fields as a franchise quarterback. Simple as that. Against the Broncos is going to be play action, and Fields gets to the bottom of his drop back and he's going to throw it to the fullback. Now, someone will say, isn't that what you were just asking him to do? Given it's first down, what he should be doing is at least taking a look at what else is out there. He could eye downfield, and if he does, he's going to see the safety in a weird position, which he could throw it over the top to the tight end. And if he does that, sure, he's not going to look as open as it does now. That's totally fair, but he would be ahead of the safety. Justin Fields would need to just throw it in front of the tight end, not behind. This was a missed explosive opportunity. Given it's first down too, there was time for him to look for something else. All right, this one's going to be first down as well. And the critical part here is that this guy in motion is going to be open. Justin gets a snap and looks to Garrett Wilson. Wilson is actually open on this play, and he's going to come clear right here. Fields could make the throw there because this defender is occupied with a receiver, is going to make things a little messy, but the throw is there, just requiring anticipation. But my problem here is that Justin Fields is so entranced with Garrett Wilson, he misses his explosive opportunity to throw the go ball, and I know he's getting pressure. This is what makes elite quarterbacks elite. When pressure comes, can they take the shot downfield? And this is exactly it. All he has to do is look and throw it up. There is no safety help. It's first down, and he has to take these shots. And at the bare minimum, throw it to Garrett Wilson is another first down. Field takes a snap, and he's only focused on this first read. And I get it, it is open, but the safety comes down in a panic to cover the tight end, and here's what Fields misses. A huge explosive play opportunity, and he doesn't take the time to see it's happening here. He just needs to glance at it to see what else is out there, and doing so could actually make this first read a lot better option in the long run too. If Fields looked to his second read and then back to the tight end, it would have given more room for the tight end actually, because when the safety sees that he's looking back at Wilson, he's going to go, crap, I over pursued, then hesitates. That pause will either give that tight end in the first read more room to run, or Fields could just throw it up to Wilson. The point is, if he just looks to Wilson running this corner route and actually throws this would have been a massive play in the game. I might be overhammering this, but it's super simple. This is the stuff that Justin Fields is missing, and if he hits 2 or 3 of these a game, it would be a completely different game. On this play, it's going to be third down, and the coverage is going to be cover 3. Fields gets the snap, and he's going to look at his first read, which is the guy on the right side here, which is actually open. As you see, he gets to the back of the drop back, and he could throw it up to the corner there, and has several options of throwing this back shoulder or out in front of him. Either way, he's going to take this opportunity to not do that and move up in the pocket and try to run. He can still throw this downfield though, since he's behind the line of scrimmage and he sees what's happening here. He just needs to stop, plant, and throw this, or he could even move on the run to the right and throw it. And he has the arm to do this. A descriptive way of saying that QB can make every throw is saying he has every club in the bag, and that's what Justin Fields has. This is what elite QBs do. They see the opportunity and they take it, having the confidence in themselves to do it. There's a lot of examples of him against other teams of not taking the explosive plays when they're definitely there. But we have focused on the Broncos because it's perceived as elite defense, and it is, but there's plenty of opportunities to make plays and high leverage throws, and a few check to see if it's there and automatically put the ball in the air. The last one we'll look at will be cover 1. Justin looks to the middle, then to his left side, and he sees the big play opportunity right there. But he looks at Garrett Wilson, who's ultimately getting clamped up by Surtain. I know the safety's there. I know he's leaning to that side anyways. But here's the thing about the NFL. It takes not even a half second of hesitation by a defensive back or safety, and he ain't going to catch up to it. What Fields could have done, given the good protection by his offensive line, is pump fake the Surtain, and then that definitely freezes the safety and he can let it rip. And it's first down. I get that's pushing it a little bit. Everything we talked about though, the not trusting open reads for first downs, holding onto the ball for too long, and not taking the explosive plays when they are there, it all connects together, wrapped up in just one fat issue being decision making. Some will say processing, but I don't think he can't read coverages. He just doesn't have the confidence and trust to make those throws, which comes down to taking action. He's capable of it, and I can relate to that. I do these videos and I worry about what people are going to think. Are people going to hate on me? Am I going to look like an idiot from some draft take or whatever it might be? That's a confidence thing. With one fix, that being open first down throws, I think he could rebuild his confidence, and that would snowball to him trusting his own ability to make the explosive plays with his feet and especially in the air. Lately, the algorithm has not liked my videos because they have not gotten a lot of interaction. So if you did enjoy the video, I would appreciate you helping out, liking, commenting, and hyping the video. This is the style I try to do with most of my videos on the channel, and I got a lot of exciting content that I am in the process of making, especially the next few weeks. Enjoy the football while it lasts, guys.